Hi everybody, it's Nikki here and welcome to a Shop My Stash video. So today we are shopping my stash for January's products. These are not project pan items, they're just things that I want to rotate through and play with during the month of January. Now I did do a Christmas Day and New Year's Eve special edition of Shop My Stash just before Christmas, so let me just go through those products with you now to let you know how I got on with them. So for Christmas Day, I wanted my whole look to centre around this little beauty. This is the Colourpop Super Shock eyeshadow in Issa. As you know, this is very sentimental to me. If you know, you know. This is a gorgeous shade. It is drying up, so the formula is not as good as it used to be, but I really enjoyed this. As always, I will always wear that on Christmas Day. I do have a backup. So I think probably by Christmas this year in 2023, I will hopefully be using the backup by that point because I will have finished this one. And I paired that with my Urban Decay Naked Ultraviolet palette. Absolutely loved this palette so much. I did pair it with these purples here, which made a gorgeous eye look. I really liked it. On Boxing Day, I actually used some of these more neutral shades on this side of the palette, and I really liked them as well. I think you can see the eye look I created with these neutral shades in my makeup inventory video for December, and I absolutely loved it. I love the Urban Decay formula. It's so good. But yeah, I do like to use a cream eyeshadow though to give a little bit more oomph to the look, because these can be a little more subtle than other formulas, but I really like that. And when I was picking out my lip products for Christmas Day, I didn't know if I wanted to go a lipstick or a liquid lipstick. On the day, I decided to go for the lipstick, so I used the e.l.f. lipstick in Tea Rose, which is this gorgeous shade. I'm really glad that I did, because this is such a more muted, like mauve shade, that it really allowed the eye look to really stand out and be the star of the show for the day, which was what I wanted. However, when I used the more neutral shades from the Urban Decay palette for Boxing Day, I then went in with the other choice that I had picked out for Christmas Day but didn't get around to using. So I used the Maybelline Colorstay liquid lipstick in the shade Visionary. I do like this formula. It is one of my oldest liquid lipsticks now, so I was a little bit hesitant about it, but I felt I had no issues after I wore it. My lips didn't feel extra dry or anything. So because there was no adverse effects after I wore this, I'm happier to continue to use this in my collection until the day I apply it and it irritates me or smells bad. That's how long I will probably keep this for. So yeah, so that is that one. And I did actually, I didn't shop this in that video, but I did end up having to pull a lip liner, from my collection, because I forgot to do that during that Shop My Stash. And I pulled out the Barry M lip liner in Blowout. It is just this mauvey shade, and yeah, that really helped with that lip look as well. And then I paired that with this Essence eyeliner in the shade Tutu Turquoise, so like that. I wasn't getting that vibrancy. I had kind of had to apply it, allow it to dry for a minute and set for a minute, and then go in and reapply, and then I would get that vibrancy. So it's a little bit more of a hassle than other eyeliners which had this vibrancy straight off the bat, but you know, it's a bright colour. It just needed a little extra. So that was that. For New Year's Eve, I wanted to go for a more classy, more muted look. So I picked out the Natasha Denona mini glam palette, which I really enjoyed using. The look I created with this was absolutely gorgeous. There will be pictures once I finish talking about all of this to show you my looks. I really love the colours that I excuse me. I really love the makeup look that I got from this on New Year's Eve. It was exactly what I was looking for. This will be a great little travel palette for when I am going away on holiday, because I can use the mattes during the daytime and then add a little bit of shimmer on my lid for the evenings, and it'll be perfect. So yeah, definitely love this. Do I regret not buying the full size glam palette? Absolutely not. This is everything that I want it to be. If I'd have bought the full size glam palette, I think I would just have had more of the same. So I'm glad that I've just got this little 5-pan palette, and it does what I need it to do. So yeah, I had that one. And with that, I chose the Maybelline the Maybelline Colour Tattoo cream eyeshadow in On and On Bronze. Mine was getting a bit dry, so what I did was I took my makeup spatula, gave it a bit of a stir, flattened it back out again, and it became so much creamier again. So just a little tip there for you. If you're finding yours is drying out, just give it a bit of a stir. This is absolutely gorgeous. It has that beautiful bronze sheen to it, which really allowed the Natasha Denona shimmers to really shine. So yeah, I really do like to use these cream bases. Even though they are gorgeous on their own, this one is absolutely stunning on its own. It just gives those eyeshadows just a bit more of a pop, a bit more dimension to them, and I absolutely love this. I can see myself pulling this one again very soon in the future. For my eyeliner for that look, I used my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Bourbon. This was exactly the right shade that I wanted for this eye look. It allowed that classy golden bronze eye look to just pop off my eyes. But yeah, I really like this, and it was a really nice formula. This gave me the colour that I wanted the first time I applied it. I didn't need to go back in again with this one as I did with the Essence one. So yeah, is it worth the price point though? I'm not sure. But yeah, I love this. I really did like it. So for lips, again, I did not know whether I wanted to go for a lipstick on the day or a liquid lipstick on the day. I actually ended up using both on New Year's Eve. So when I first applied my makeup, and in the picture you will see, I actually applied the lipstick. This is MAC's Ruby Woo. This is a retro matte, so it's a very dry formula. It's that blue toned red, absolutely gorgeous. However, when I was eating my Christmas dinner, my husband suddenly goes to me like this, Nicola. And apparently I had a red line along my chin here from where this colour had transferred down. So that wasn't pretty. Which means that its formula is starting to change, because that never used to happen before. This used to stay on my lips and didn't smudge or anything. But maybe the formula is starting to change on this. I think this is a good 4 or 5 years old now, so maybe it might be time to think about getting a new one. I don't know. But if I was to repurchase Ruby Woo, I would just get the mini MAC lipstick in Ruby Woo, because I don't wear red lipstick very often, so I don't really technically need a full size one. So yeah, but I did wear that on New Year's Eve, and then in the evening, after my dinner, because it had rubbed off from me eating food, I then went in and applied this later on in the evening, so I still had that look come, you know, midnight. So this was the Too Faced Melted Matte Liquefied lipstick in this shade. In Lady Balls, you know how I feel about these stupid names. The formula on this one was really nice. It's almost like a moussey kind of texture. Really nice. It does transfer, so it's not one of those that really dries down and, you know, doesn't transfer. It does still transfer, but it felt so soft on my lips. It was really nice. I really enjoyed this one. So yeah, very happy to have that one in my collection now. And I did pull this lip liner to go with it. It's the W7 Lip Twister in Malbec. This one is really, really scratchy, very, very hard kind of formula. So I was really having to like almost scratch my lips, which wasn't the most pleasant experience, I have to say. But you know what? It's the only red lip line that I have. I'm fine with it. It didn't hurt me too much. It was just slightly uncomfortable as I was applying it. But I feel like the more I use it, maybe that might soften it up. I don't know. Like, I don't know. It was my first time using it. I'm not going to declutter it just because the first time I used it, I didn't like it. Because in that case, I'd get rid of half of my makeup. But yeah, so this one we shall have to see. But at least I have a red lip liner for any time that I decide to wear a red lip in the future. So that was like my eye looks, my lip looks. So let's go into the base products and we'll talk about those very quickly. I had two primers, my MAC Natural Radiance Base Primer in the pink formula. I already know I love this one. This is the second one that I've purchased of these. It's very moisturising, and for my dry skin, I absolutely love that. The W7 Glow Primer. This has a little bit of a tint to it, but it does also have that bit of a glow. During the summer, this will be really nice on its own on my face, with no makeup on top of it, just to give me a little bit of a glow and a little bit of it's not really coverage because it's a very light coverage kind of thing, but it sort of evens out the skin tone when I applied it. So I did like it. I'm not sure that I would go out and repurchase a full size of it though. But yeah, it was quite nice. I liked it. But once I put foundation over the top, the glow kind of doesn't come through, if you know what I mean. The foundation I did choose was the Urban Decay Stay Naked Hydromaniac Tinted Glow Hydrator. This has a medium coverage and I am in the shade 30 Light. I love this foundation. I absolutely love this foundation. I hope Urban Decay never discontinue this because this was perfect on my skin. It looked flawless on me. I didn't have to worry about this at all. I didn't feel like I had to babysit it. I wasn't worried about it looking cakey or anything like that. It was just perfect. It had the right amount of coverage, but not so much that I felt too done up. So perfect. I love this. I will probably have to repurchase this at some point this year because I can see me using it all up. I can see a little bit of windering already down here. I don't know if that's packaging or what. I don't know. It doesn't look like it's the packaging. It does look like it's windering, but yeah, absolutely love this product. I will cry when this finishes. So before this is finished up, I will be repurchasing another one because I loved it. Something that I wasn't so happy about though was my Collection pressed powder in the shade Ivory. This has been a repurchase for me for a long time because I always really enjoyed this powder. However, this time round, and I say normally I do buy it in the transparent shade, whereas this one is in the Ivory shade. I must have picked the wrong one up, I don't know. But normally I don't find this a bad powder, but using it this time I have noticed a little bit of cakiness under my eyes. Nowhere else around my face, but under my eyes, no good. Absolutely no good at all. It looked very cakey under my eyes. So I don't know if it's just because I got the Ivory one instead of the transparent one. I don't know. But yeah, mixed feelings about this one. But I will use it up eventually. Just not now. For my cheek products, I got to play with my brand new Tarte Precious Gems Amazonian Clay Cheek Palette. Look at that packaging. And it is textured. All of that is proper lumps and bumps on that thing. It's just... Okay. So there is the palette, very reflective, sorry. We have the Park Avenue Princess bronzer here. The rest of them are all blushes, and oh my goodness, this was glorious. I really like that bronzer, really like that bronzer. I'm not wearing it today, but that bronzer is just so nice. I loved it so much. And this blush was definitely one of my favorites, a very neutral kind of rocketer kind of shade from Benefit. And this blush, oh my goodness, this blush to die for. So yeah, really glad that I purchased this palette. Kind of tempted to keep it in and play with it some more, but I do have other products that I want to pull out. For my brows, I picked out my Avon Au Naturel Matte Eyeshadow Quad, which only has 3 shades in it now since I used up the cream shade. I use this shade and this shade in my brows. However, I have been using this one in my eyeshadow crease. I have it in there today. I love this. This is my brow products from now on. I'm going to keep this in my Shop My Stash for my brows because I want to continue working on this. It's the perfect brow products for me. I prefer to apply my my brow powders with a brush. So yeah, I'm going to keep this in Shop My Stash for another month. I loved it. I also love, as I say, pulling for this for crease shades in my eye looks and everything like that. So absolutely great little palette, this one. And last but not least, the last thing I pulled was my Benefit Bad Girl Bang mascara. This one, it's not as good as I remember it being, and that is an absolute shame. I think the thing with this is it's too wet. I feel like I need this to just dry out a little bit. So I'm going to put this back into my collection, maybe pull it out again in maybe 6 months time or 3 months time when it's maybe had a chance to dry out a little bit, because this did transfer underneath my eyes, and yeah, it was just, it was no good. So that is going back in my collection. I don't normally do that with mascaras, but I think on this occasion I am going to do that. So that is everything that I pulled in my Christmas Day and New Year's Eve Shop My Stash special edition. So let's dive into the drawers and see what we can pull for January's Shop My Stash. Okay, so we have my lipstick drawer. I want to start on the lipsticks this time. I do have some new products that I got over Christmas, some here, but I'm going to keep them in their boxes until I'm ready to kind of pull them out. I did also get this. Now, I know he's controversial, but we have to remember it's not just him running the business. He has staff, employees that are earning a living by doing the job. So I know he's specifically controversial. My husband hates him since he discovered that he painted a Bentley pink. But yeah, we've got to remember he's not the only person making money from this brand. There are members of staff who are providing for their families by creating the packaging, mixing the formulas and doing all of that. It's not Jeffree Star on his own, so just remember that. So this is from the Money Honey thing. I got this on sale from Cult Beauty, and look at all that gloriousness. Should a woman my age be wearing green lipsticks? Probably not. Do I care? No, I do not. So I got these because A, they were on sale, and B, my favourite colour's green, and I think these colours are absolutely stunning. So I want to pull one of these, and I'm thinking, I don't think I'll ever wear this colour as a lipstick. This is in High Society. It's too light for me as a lipstick, but I have been told that you can use his lipsticks as eyeliners as well because they are vegan friendly. So So I'm probably use that as an eyeliner. But this was another shade that, according to the swatches that I found on the website, I thought was going to be not a colour I would wear. But when I swatched it, it was absolutely glorious. So let me just look at that colour. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love it so, so much. So I think I'm going to pull that one. That one is Dirty Money. He's another one that uses stupid names. But I'm going to pull that one because I really want to play with that. And I have a lot of green eyeshadows in 50 Shades of Green. So I think this will go really nice with those looks. So I think that's all I'm going to pull from here. I want to keep them in the packaging. Does anybody else like that? But it won't go in here, so I'll have to keep that separate. Then I think I want to pull a couple of these Huda Beauty samples as well this time. So let's go for a more neutral one. This is Shio from Huda Beauty. So we'll pull that lipstick sample. And we'll go for Shiro as well, I think. And we'll leave those two there. Last time I had... Oh, I know what I wanted to pull. I want to pull this one as well. We're going for the strange colours this time. So this is L'Oreal's Storm, and it is this gorgeous like greyish shade. So that is the colour there. And the reason why I'm picking this one out to play with is because I have in my This Is Fantasy this duo from Smooch, and those are the two shades. And as you can see from that, this lipstick goes really well with these shades. So I want to get some use out of this duo this month. So I'm going to pull the Storm lipstick to go with that. So we'll do that. And then I want like a normal lipstick that I can wear just any time, like a neutral. Do I want to pull this? This is the Too Faced Melted Matte in My Type. This looks very neutral, doesn't it? Yeah, I think we'll pull that. But just in case I want something a little bit more subtle, as these two lip colours are looking a little crazy. So yeah, I think those are the lip products that we're going to pull. Lip liners. Obviously I don't have a green lip liner, nor do I have a greyish lip liner, but I think for the Melted Matte, will that one go well? Let's have a look, check if this one will go well with that one. Oh no, that's a bit pinkish, isn't it? What about this shade? Will this go well with it? Ah, that's much better colour match. So this one will go well with this Too Faced one. So this is the W7 Lip Twister in pink, basically. So we will go with that one to go with the Too Faced lipstick. So that is all of the lip products. Let's go down to the face products. For primer, I got some more new products here as well. Okay, so I still have a creamy primer, but I've finished my silicone based one now. So do I want to go for this one, the Professional, or this one? This one, mineral infused. I think I'm going to go for the e.l.f. mineral infused face primer. I thought this was a glowy primer, but it's not. It is a silicone based primer, and this is in my products I want to pan in 2023, so I might as well get a bit of a start on it in January. It is an airless pump, so hopefully we can see some progress on that in the new year. I also want a glowy primer. Nope, I've still got my green colour correcting primer that I have to use up, so I will continue to work on those. For foundations, I think I'm going to pull this in. This is my Collection Lasting Perfection Glow foundation in the shade 5 Fair. And the reason for this is because I am mixing this with the Benefit Hello Happy foundation at the moment. This is in a project pan, and I've been mixing it with this because this is my lightest foundation. So I'm already sort of pulling it anyway, so I might as well pull it for the month and get some use out of that. And then for face powder, I'm going to pull the Collection Lasting Perfection Sheer Loose Powder in Illuminating, because when I tried this foundation on, it was way too light for me. But when I applied the powder over the top, it kind of corrected that colour for me. Yes, I am mixing that foundation now, but I'm still going to pull that powder in. I finished up my concealer, so I only have this potted concealer from Revolution. I'm going to use as an eye base eventually, so it's not really going to be used like a concealer. So I only really have two. I'm pulling in the Collection Lasting Perfection foundation and powder. Do I want to use the concealer as well, or do I want to go for this one? Well, looking at these two colours, this one is my lightest, this one is darker. So as it's the winter months, we'll pull in the Collection Lasting Perfection concealer, seeing as I've got the other stuff to go with that. Okay, blushes. Look at this awesome blush that Ruth sent to me. She said she saw it and she just couldn't leave it on the shelf. She had to buy it for me. So she did obviously ask permission to send it to me. So thank you very much, Ruth. My girl Ursula on the front there. And look at that blush. Isn't that gorgeous? So I'm going to give that a try, I think. It's called Leaving You Speechless. And honestly, it did leave me speechless. That not only that she sent me something, but that she thought of me and that she knows me so well, because my girl Ursula is there on the front. So I'm going to pull this. So thank you very much, Ruth. I'm going to get some use out of this in January. For bronzer, I think I got this new Beauty Bay powder bronzer. I bought one of their mystery boxes, and oh my god, it was so full of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. And I got this bronzer in it. This is the powder bronzer in Caramel. And it's like that. So it's kind of a yellowy bronzer. So I'm going to have a play with that, I think, in January. I'm going to pull in this one. This is the number 7 highlighter. I got it 2 Christmases ago and still have not used it. So it's that gorgeous sort of champagne-y colour. That's so pretty. Yeah, I'm going to pull that, I think. Yeah, I like that. So we're going to pull that. And I think that's it for this drawer. So let's close that up. and go to my next eye drawer. So you can see I've got a couple of new mascaras. I'm going to just move that out of the way. I do need to pull a mascara because I put the Bad Girl Bang back so it can dry out a little bit. I'm going to pull the Wispy Lash Revolution mascara. It is the only one that's sealed, but let's open it. Let's not break a nail, Nicola. Please. Ugh. I just hate it when they never work. Right. Let's have a look at the brush. Ooh, that's a big brush. Ooh, that's a very nice brush. Okay, you see that? Very big fluffy brush. So yeah, let's pull that and see how that one works. I'm not going to pull anything for brows. Cream eyeshadows. Do you know, this is my only Colourpop Super Shock eyeshadow that doesn't have pan in it. So it is that one. It is in the shade Set to Stun. So I kind of want to see, so pretty as well. There you go. I want to see if I can try and hit pan in January. That would be awesome. For eyeshadow stick, I don't think I'll pull an eyeshadow stick. Although, to be fair, I could pull that one, couldn't I? The number 7 Stay Perfect Shade and Define eyeshadow stick. You've all seen this numerous times. I don't have much of it left. But there it is. I think I'll pull that to go with this lipstick because I feel like it will really help those eyeshadows to really pop. Eyeliners. I got some eyeliners in the Beauty Bay mystery box. Oh, I'm gonna pull this Essence eyeliner in Olive You because that will really go really well with that green lipstick. Look at that. Not that it's a lip liner, but you know, it'll go with any green eye looks. So we'll pull that one. And then I think I'll probably pull my Urban Decay Urban 7 Glide On Eyeliner Pencil in 0, which is just a black eyeliner for the more grungy look. So that's that. Small eyeshadows. I don't think I'll pull any from there. I got these magnetic single eyeshadows from Sample Beauty. They're only £1.50 on Cult Beauty at the moment, so I picked up a couple of those, but I don't know if I want to play with them. Looking at the lip products I've pulled, I want something that's going to be a bit pinky. Let's pull my small eyeshadow things forward a bit. No, I've already had a play with that. My small box for my small eyeshadow palettes is a little bit cramped. Do you know what? I have never played with this. Never played with this. And that's why I want to do Shop My Stash. Yeah, I think... Do you know what? I'm going to pull this one. Oh, can you see that without the glare? I'm going to pull this one. I think it's going to go well with that liquid lipstick, I think. Do we think? Do we think? It's more of a peachy colour, isn't it, rather than a pinky colour. Is it more peach than pink? That lip colour? Kind of is, isn't it? Ooh. Okay, never mind. Scratch that. These colours, they go with that peachy lip colour a little better, don't they? Do you reckon? You reckon? Yeah, I reckon. So we'll do this. We'll play with this one. This one I have played with before. The I Heart Revolution Dragon palette. So we'll pull that one. So, yeah. So that's that one. And then the final drawer, the big one down here. Oh, okay. I'm still thinking of that shade there. With peachy eye looks. Ooh, this could be a contender. This is the 1 Million palette from Revolution. I loved this palette, and then my daughter saw it and was like, Mum, I really like that. Can I have it? So I was like, yeah, sure, have it. And then instantly regretted it. And then Marie from Charmed Wench was doing a palette declutter, and this was one of the ones she was unhauling. So I was cheeky and asked her what she was doing with it. And she said, you can have it if you want it. So, yeah. Thanks to Charmed Wench. So, yeah, I think, this colour maybe. Ooh, see? Oh, that is gorgeous. That is so gorgeous. Yeah. So we'll pull that palette. For my big palette, do I want to pull anything else? I got 3 new palettes this Christmas. I got the Dark Fantasy in that Beauty Bay mystery box, which looks like that. These shimmers are to die for. They're so beautiful. Do I want to pull that? Those greens with that lipstick would be awesome. That's a contender to pull. And then I got a Physicians Formula palette and a Milani Gilded Flora palette. Oh, can you see that? Try and get the glare out. Do I want to play with that one? Oh, I like the look of that colour. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to pull this palette. I really like the look of this colour, and I want to play. So, yeah, let's have a bit of a swatch. Can we swatch? So there it is there. Let's have a swatch of this one. And this one looks really pretty. And let's do this one. Because mattes are fine, but we want to see the pretty ones. So this one, and this one. So Forget Me Not. Ooh, that's a bit... It's more like a topper shade than a actual thingy. And then this one is Bouquet. Ooh, that's a pretty shade. That is really pretty. And then this one is Botanist. Again, they do seem more like topper shades. So I feel like I would be better off maybe putting down one of the mattes first and then going over the top. So put this Lavender Fields down and then put Forget Me Not over the top. maybe put My Pretty Peony down, and then put Bouquet over the top of that, and then put Garden Path down and put Botanist over the top of that. I think that would probably make those look a little better. They're very subtle, very subtle. But yeah, I think we'll go with that one. This was bought for me for Christmas by my husband, so yeah, we'll have that one as well. So that is it. That is all of the Shop My Stash stuff. So if I just pull it into focus here, here it all is. So we have quite a few palettes. We have 3 palettes to play with. We have some really funky, well, let me try and grab it. Really funky lip colours, as well as some more neutral shades to play with. Some Colourpop Super Shock to play with, and some new blushes and bronzers. So yeah, that is everything that I'm going to pull in for Shop My Stash for January. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. 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 Bye.